We now turn to the City Club report on Initiative Petition 10, Castle Doctrine. Maria T. Mai, Chair of the committee, will present the report and will move for adoption of the report's recommendation. The meeting will then be open for debate and vote by City Club members. Now I will turn the podium over to Maria T. Mai.
Thank you, Karen. So first off, I just want to say thank you to all of you for coming here, and thank you to Sam Adams, the Executive Director, for volunteering me, I'll say. But I wanted to introduce the committee members that helped with this report, and two of those are here today. Suzanne Miller and Dave Weber, would you please stand up just to say hello? So thank them for their work. Duncan Wong, Don Saraki, and Elizabeth Friedenwald were not able to be here, but they were also very instrumental. And Jim Mayer, our editor and writer for this. I'm going to turn your attention to the light blue page in your packet, because that's the one that focuses on the Castle Doctrine. The Castle Doctrine actually got its name from the English idea that your home is your castle. Now, fast forward to the Trayvon Martin case, which most of us are familiar with, and stand your ground. Most states have a stand your ground law of some form. What the Castle Doctrine does is it expands on that. The current law does allow deadly force in defense of self, others, or property only if other person is using or about to use deadly force. This measure creates the presumption that the, quote, resident lawfully used deadly force against the intruder because resident reasonably believed the intruder was using or about to use deadly force. And it creates the presumption that deadly force is justified whether or not intruder is using or threatening to use force. Currently, landowners may be liable to adult trespassers that landowner injuries willfully or wantonly. The measure provides that the owner is not liable for injury or to adult trespassers caused by any condition of land or fixtures. It provides exception for devices intended to injure persons. The measure does not change current laws allowing limited liability for child trespassers. Our committee believes the initiative is unneeded to ensure residents have the right to protect their homes from intruders up to and including deadly force. Oregon law requires that the use of such force be reasonable. The initiative would do away with that standard and tip the balance between property rights and the sanctity of human life, increasing the potential for unnecessary killings and deepening the racial disparities in the criminal justice system. The civil liability provision goes too far and does not allow legitimate cases access to the courts. We move for you to accept the committee's recommendation.
Second. Prior to today's debate, members signed up at the report table to debate. In the interest of fairness and time, members were selected at random to speak both in favor and against Initiative Petition 10. I will alternate between the two positions, other than we did not have any members sign up to comment on the yes on petition or Initiative Petition 10. Each speaker will have 1 minute. The parliamentarian will help us by flashing a 15-second warning sign indicating that time is running out and by ringing the bell when time is up. Will the following members please line up behind the no microphone? David Weber and Cezanne Miller.
No for. Okay, okay. Breezily stated, I think that, okay. Fundamental to our decision was the perhaps conservative nostrum, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We got a Castle Doctrine, it doesn't seem to be broke. And beware of unintended consequences. It seems like there's room for uncertainty in the application of the initiative as written. And furthermore, much of the rhetoric on the pro-petition side seemed to hold that burglary was a capital offense, and we don't think that it is. So I think that we should adopt the committee's report. That's where they told me.
No. Dave. Well, Dave, I don't support that at all.
It's getting at the no microphone, it's no on the initiative.
No on the initiative, but yes on the adoption of our proposal. Okay.
Standing at the no microphone means that you are commenting no on the initiative.
Okay.
Standing at the yes microphone means
Yes. May I?
that you may.
So this gets really complicated quickly because we go back and forth a lot between what the committee is recommending. So in order to try and keep us all sane, yes is yes on the initiative or measure. No is no on the initiative or measure. As we get into amendments to substitute minority reports, trust me, it's going to save us all from going completely crazy. I know there's some confusion starting out, but stick with us and we'll all get through it. Yes is yes on the measure. No is no on the measure.
Madam President, point of order there. When we vote, agree or disagree, who are we voting with?
The final motion.
Thank you.
Okay, now that that's cleared up. Hello. Thank you. Okay. A little closer? Okay. So, Dave was actually really folksy and great about how he, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Dave was really good and folksy about recommending a no vote on the initiative. I would like to cite some of the research that the committee came across, both evidence provided by members of the ACLU and then studies that we found mostly based on stand your ground law, which is an expansion of the Castle Doctrine. So the reason I recommend a no vote on this is based on several studies, but one of them, the Texas A&M study, which is cited in the report, that 20 states that had an expanded Castle Doctrine between 2000 and 2010 noted that it did not have a deterrent effect on burglary, aggravated assault, or robbery, but it did lead to an 8% increase in homicides. Secondly, the ACLU and I personally am concerned about the disproportionate justice for minorities that may be meted out by what I consider vigilante justice. An Urban Institute study, which we note in the report, on racial disparities in stand your ground laws noted that homicides of blacks committed by white people, of those, 11.4% were ruled justified. Homicides that were committed by whites against black, or committed by whites committed by against whites by blacks, 1.2% were ruled justified. So I recommend no.
Thank you for your comments. The debate has concluded, and we will now vote on the motion to adopt the report, which recommends a no vote on Initiative Petition 10. A simple majority vote determines whether or not the club supports the report. The final tally will include ballots cast in person today and ballots cast online. If you wish to vote today, please indicate your vote on your ballot at this time. If you turn in your ballot before you leave today, you will not receive an email ballot. Thank you to Maria and the committee for their hard work. Yay!